Hey guys, I wanted to show you, I got a suspension post that I've been talking about, the seat post. I got a Zoom, some good reviews on this, so I'm hoping this will work out good. It was a budget seat post, kind of like my budget Lectric XP over there. So this just came in a plastic bag and it had a little card on it, gave you a few little instructions. This is what it says here. I think it's a 16 millimeter, if I'm right. It's got a little sticker there, kind of a warning sticker. It's got some Allen, wrench to undo that, put your seat on there. Has a little, this adjusts the spring in there so it goes up and down where you need it depending on what your weight is. I'm about 125, and so I'm going to see what I could do. 127, around there, between 125 and 130, I would say. So this gives you a little suspension, and I've been thinking about getting one of these just to see how it does, because I take some dirt roads. I cleaned my bike all up, but the last ride I did was on the dirt roads on the going over by the railroad tracks, so it's a little bit dusty, but not too bad. Anyway, this is your seat, and what you would do is just undo here, and it should be the same size, I'm hoping, and then I would just hook it up to this these bars here and take this completely off. So I have this seat right at the perfect height for me, so it's about, I guess I could measure that, but anyway, what you do is you just undo this here and see how your seat just comes down. I only got one hand, so I pull this out. And you can see how long this seat post is. So it has a little mark on there, so, which is nice, so you could adjust it where you want it, but my new seat post's not going to have it. So, and that just, you can see straight down to the ground in there. So you just unloosen that, which is nice, and then what you do is you unscrew these here to get your seat post off, and then hook your seat up. See if that gives me a little bit of suspension on those bumpy dirt roads. So this should come right out, see? So this is a seat post here that came with it. So this says 31.8, this one. Set that over here. 31.6. So see, before I do my seat, let's see how this fits in here. Oh, okay, yeah, fits in there good. So I might have to tighten it up a little bit more. So, and then I got to see which way I want my seat, this to go. So you could turn it either way, whichever is more comfortable for you. So I could kind of look at that writing there to see where I want it, but I guess I got to put it down a little bit, probably around. Oh yeah, that might hide down there. So anyway, that seems to be the right fit. So see, this is, you have to take this whole thing off here. And then what you want to do is put it back together. So see, put that back together and keep it with your bike stuff. And then you get a little Allen wrench. Unscrew these little deals. And just the Allen wrench to undo these. See if I could get that. Oh, there we go. We could just slide it. I don't have to take it completely off. Maybe if I loosen this one a little bit more. Could keep them hooked in there. I think I got it now. There we go. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. And then you got your seat post, your new suspension seat post. I think that's pretty straight. Kind of straightens up as you're tightening because there's little grooves in there. So you want it tight pretty good. I'm not going to be able to, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to adjust my seat too much. So, that's what it looks like, the new post. So, I might have to oh yeah, my seat looks pretty straight. It looks, so it just fits right in there. To figure out where I want my seat here. I guess I'll put it, that looks about right. Now you're gonna have to tighten this up a little bit. Tighten this where it's pretty tight. And then, cause this, my seat's a little up, but that might be okay. So you just want to make sure when you undo this, tighten it a little bit until you feel comfortable that this is, you know, where you're tightening that pretty snug, because you don't want to be riding in this, you know, fall down. Changing your seat post, I might want to tighten this just a little bit more with your finger, and you can straighten it up there. That's pretty tight. And then you probably want to check your bolts here. So that's a pretty easy mod right there. Make sure these are tight where you could slide this up and down, which will move your seat. It adjusts a little bit different now, of course, because it doesn't have that. But this bar here, you could slide it up and it would raise it up a little bit, and then you could slide it back to put it down. So this looks like seat post on just right. The wrong way. See these screws here? These are supposed to go in the back, so I'm just gonna have to turn those around. I put it on and I didn't go to the website to check stuff, and it didn't really say on that little card. I don't know, I didn't see it, but anyways, hey Richie, how you doing there, buddy? He's my little co-pilot. Hey Roscoe, how you doing there, buddy? Thanks for helping. So I'm just gonna turn that around. Of course I had it right the first time I did it, and I just you know, turned it this way. And so it's just a matter of loosening these up again, and I'm going to turn it around. And it wasn't working out great this way. I had my seat just perfect and the height was perfect. So I'm just going to have to adjust it. So just make sure if you get this seat post that you don't make the same mistake I did, is put these screws in the front. They go in the back. Move it up and down a little bit. I think you could do it more if you loosen it, but this seems like a pretty good spot. So you have to ride it a few times and see if it's just right. Okay, I'm gonna see how this works. Seat suction post. I can feel it going up and down already. Going this way, but that looks good. So seat post is on there the right way. My seat is pretty level. Hey, are you running around there, bud? And I might raise it up a little bit, but I don't know, that might be good. So anyway, that's the Zoom seat post, and it's awesome. I mean, I've rode a little bit to do a test. I'm gonna take a ride maybe right now and check it out. But it feels really nice. It gives you a lot more cushion. The big tires do good as far as giving you a little suspension. I don't have any suspension forks. Those are rigid forks there, so those I might change out at some point. And the tires with the seat posts might just do just right. So far my little test rides are awesome, just on the street and going over speed bumps and little bumps in the road. but I'm going to test it on the dirt and see how that works out. But it looks awesome on there. I think it's got a little chrome at the top. My other seat post was completely black, and then it's got zoom on here. Goes good with the seat. Really happy with it. I think it was $29.99, so it's pretty budget seat posts, you know. With my budget bike, $8.99. Seat post was $29.99, I believe. I'll correct myself if I'm. My seat was, they're $59.99 or on sale for $39.99. So they're worth it either way. This is an awesome seat, and my mirror, I believe, was around $9.99, $10.99. So I got a little bit of accessories that pumps the bike up a little more, but it's awesome. I love this bike. I got a little over 100 miles on it, and super happy with this bike. For the price and the quality, you know, the derailleur works great, the motor's working great, your battery's in here, super protected. I like my battery where you can't see it. Some batteries, you know, they have, so it's just a preference of what you like, but I like that my battery's enclosed the frame, and I charge my bike just with the battery in there. But it's easy to take out if you want to just charge a battery, or if you're taking your bikes on your bike rack or whatever, you can take the battery out with no problem. I like that it's inside, keeps it clean, protected from the elements, the rain or the wind or the dust and dirt. So I like that it comes with the fenders, because I do go through water. Keeps water off of me and the bike. I like that it's got a rack just in case. And I got pannier bags that I haven't put on yet, but now that it's winter time, I'll probably be using the bags, you know, to carry some stuff. The kickstand is awesome. It's heavy duty, and I like that it's in the back so you can, you know, turn your pedals if you need to. I like that you can, you know, pump it up to 28 miles an hour, which I haven't done, which I'm planning on doing really soon, because I've been riding it and really getting used to the bike. And got 102 miles. My thoughts on this bike are definitely a great buy. Definitely worth the price, even with the seat post, and the mirror. So 2 thumbs up on this bike, and I would definitely recommend it. It's a blast. It's a fun bike to ride through the, you know, sidewalks, on the dirt roads, riding through the grass. I mean, this thing will go wherever you need to. Woo! So have fun out there riding whichever bike you get. I know there's a lot of choices out there. I did a lot of research on this bike and other ones, and the only thing is the suspension if you need it, but the big tires help out a lot, and the seat posts will help. So depending on where you're riding and what you're doing, you know, this is a good cruiser and a good all around, you know, just like a tractor, like a tank. I mean, that thing just rides through so far whatever I've wanted to go through, and sand, and, you know, the rocks on the railroad tracks, of course, were a little too much. I would stay away. I mean, it just bangs you around. So going over like a rocky area, unless you just have to go a little ways, you know, you could use your feet to, you know, get up off the seat and give yourself, you let your legs do your suspension. But otherwise, anything. And then if it snows this year, in the winter, I'll be checking out the snow, so I'll be definitely taking some videos of that too. So anyway, I hope that this helped you out with the seat suspension post on my bike and the seat and the mirror, and just going over the bike, letting you know what I like. And the dislikes, I mean, if I think about dislikes that on the bike, it's probably not that many. The only thing I could say is that it's heavy for me. It's about 60 to 65 pounds, I don't know, somewhere around there. Over 60, probably 63, I guess. Without the battery, you can lighten that up a little bit. But I like the weight of it, so it's kind of like the dislikes and the, you know, yeah, it is heavy. I'm not really going to be lifting it up into my trunk or into, when I lift it on my bike rack, I just lift up one side at a time, and I can do it myself, so that's cool. And it's just built really well, so I'd rather have it built. And I know there's lighter bikes out there that are built well, so it just, you know, for the price, and yeah, it's a little bit heavy, but to me that's good because it's you know, it's just built well, and I would like to have it you know, where it's, you know, built really good so it lasts, you know, a long time. Because when I buy something, you know, I take care of it and I want it to last. So quality is important to me, the build quality. So you got good build quality. The handlebars, some people, you know, don't like because they're too short. I like them because they get in and out of, you know, tight spaces. The grips are good for me. I even bought other grips because I was going to change them out, but these are comfortable because I think they might have made them softer, you know. The adjustability on the, you know, the handlebars, because you can lift this up and down, pretty simple. And the seat, now I'm not going to have as much range on my seat as I did with my other seat posts, but it's perfect for me. So be careful of that. If you're taller and you get a seat suspension post, it's quite a bit shorter, so you're not going to be able to lift it out of there as much as you do with the other seat posts. This bike fits me perfect. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. So depending on your height and your weight and you know what you're looking for, just keep that in mind. I'm 5'6", 127, 125 to 130, in that range. I kind of keep myself, try to stay in shape, and this bike helps me do that a lot, and it's a lot of fun keeping in shape on this bike. So the tires you can pump up with a regular tire pump. I keep it inside, so keep it out of the elements and keep it clean and ready to ride, and I keep it charged. You know, each month I check it. If I don't ride it, I still check it and charge it. You know, I want to keep the battery good maintenance and keep that clean and dry, and inside, you know, so it doesn't get too cold or too hot. The spokes seem to be staying tight. I am going to take it to Bike Shop and get it all checked out. I do all this stuff myself as far as maintenance and keeping up on everything, but I do like to have them go through it and do a tune-up, you know, every 100 miles or once a year, or whatever you think. But just keep everything adjusted. I did have to adjust the brakes, which is not a problem for me. I did have to adjust the derailleur, which is an easy thing to do. It's a matter of, you know, adjusting these, take it in and out. The brakes, you know, it's that little screw there to bring them in and out. And opening and closing does great, and, you know, you just charge it in here. The The backlight's cool. The front light, I haven't rode it at night, so I can't tell you about the lights. I have heard that this light doesn't do that good for you to see if it's, you know, dark. So yeah, so the brakes, you know, I adjusted these. This one still comes in a little bit more, but I don't mind that one. I could adjust it. You could just unscrew this and pull this cord down here to make it as tight or as loose as you want it. So there's a lot of adjustability. And then these screws here, check these. You know, there's a couple Allen wrenches, different sizes that fit this, and just check all your screws and bolts so everything stays tight each time you ride, and or before you ride. Probably the pre-flight adjustment is what you need. So anyway, that's my Zoom suspension post and a few thoughts on the bike, and hope that helps you out with your purchase of your new electric bike. But I would definitely recommend the Lectric XP. It's actually my favorite bike, and I am a bike rider. I've had a lot of bikes, and this is my first electric one. So for my first bike, for my first electric bike, I'm very happy with it. I can't compare it to any other ones because this is the only one I rode, but for my first electric bike, I'm so happy with this bike and have a blast on it. It's a lot of fun. Super fun, and for the price, you can't beat it, and the quality. So I don't know if I've said that enough in every video that I've done, but you know, I like this bike because I've done a lot of videos, and I didn't think I had no idea I'd be doing this many videos on this bike. But I love riding it, and I love watching the videos ride, because it just, if you can't ride and you can ride the bike with the video, it's even fun doing it that way too. So enjoy yourself out there and have fun and stay safe and take care of yourself. And until next time, have a great day.